We had a wild NFL weekend with the Chicago Bears punching their ticket into the playoffs for the first time since 2020. The Lions, the debacle at the goal line. We got to talk about that. The Ravens did nothing with Derrick Henry to win the game in the fourth quarter. A hot mess. And then the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine, blew out the Denver Broncos and Jerry Jones. He might not couch it. Hold on, what? We got a jam-packed show for you all today, man. But before we talk about it and break it all down, y'all already know you gotta hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, NFL fans around the world? Welcome into NFL Central, man. I'm your host here, Bobby. I'm joined by Steve-O, and we about to break down a wild NFL weekend that's seen a bunch of games go down to the wire or did not go down to the wire in some cases, but it calls for a lot of crazy conversation surrounding those teams. Steve-O, what's the word?
Well, it's good. Well, it's good.
Man, if y'all tuned in and love talking this football talk, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, and happy holidays to all that celebrate these holidays that we're about to run into in the next few days. But Steve-O, we're going to kick this thing off talking about the Chicago Bears overtime win over the Green Bay Packers in a game that was nip and tuck for most of the game, and then Jordan Love gets injured. Malik Willis comes into the game and performs pretty damn well for the most part until he didn't anymore. Hey, Steve-O, Caleb Williams, 56-yard bomb to end the game. Mr. Iceman comes through for the Chicago Bears, bro, and they punched their ticket into the playoffs. How you feeling about that Green Bay versus the Chicago Bears matchup that happened on Saturday night?
Easily one of the greatest Bears games I've ever seen in my lifetime. Just it is what it is. Especially, can't tell you how many times I've seen a game-winning throw. It's just not quick. It's not fucking frequent that happens. A game-winning throw in the city of Chicago, let alone in December. So to go in there and face our division rivals, who up until this point really wasn't a rivalry up this point, but reigniting that rivalry, that was the first. Like, we seen some chippiness in the first game, but it really got chippy in the second one. And then we just came out on top at the end. Wasn't the cleanest game, as we all know, especially with this Bears team. But at the end of the day, I think all Bears fans and the rest of the Reeds got to respect it. If you leave too much fucking time on this clock against this Bears team, they will beat your ass. And that's just the results of what I've been seeing. Yeah, y'all can call this defense average all you want to, but when it's time to get the ball, they go get it. No matter who on the field, we still don't got Kyler. We still missing people. People still playing hurt. Still people still recovering. Half of the shit. Our fourth cornerback is starting to be our second cornerback. Damn near first. It is what it is. So I don't want to hear shit about injuries. Everybody injured around the league. Don't want to hear it. We've been injured since the inception of this season. When we was 0-2, well, it's year one, it's year two. What you expect from? We didn't really expect this much. And then ever since then, we've been winning. We've been winning. At the end of the day, this NFL Central, this not even being the Bears fan. At the end of the day, if you can't say we a good team, you're just a fucking hater at this point.
Ooh. Hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm surprised my voice came back this fast. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
My mama.
Because on the game-winning bomb, I lost it. I lost it, bro. But what was impressive?
My reaction.
Yeah, definitely. We had C-Dub even break his mic.
Shit out there, motherfucker.
But man, just what leading up into the victory was crazy for the Chicago Bears, bro. For the Chicago Bears to pull off this game versus the Green Bay Packers, they had to convert a field goal. And honestly, they kind of killed themselves because they had the timeout in the pocket, but they let the damn field goal go off too late. So they had to go and convert that onside kick. The Chicago Bears get the onside kick. And then they go down. An undrafted rookie catches the game tying touchdown and did a hey baby down the sideline. And then after that, you force the overtime. You get a third down stop. Force the Green Bay Packers into 4th and 1, and they fumble the snap. You get the ball back. You execute on a number of plays. And then they said, we ain't playing for no field goal. We playing for the bomb. And Caleb Williams deliver a strike to DJ Moore. And what a way to end the game versus the Green Bay Packers, because one of those Green Bay Packers took a cheap shot early in the game. And then DJ Moore versus that same player that took the cheap shot.
Game.
He called game. He called game. That was the start of a great weekend. And then Steve-O, a number of games yesterday, bro. Man,
all of them,
bro. Like what?
Literally all of them.
Yeah, we literally can't talk about all of them. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. But let's switch on over to the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Detroit Lions. In that game, the Pittsburgh Steelers, oh no, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they won over the Detroit Lions 29-24. First, before we talk about the call to end the game, Steve-O, what was your thoughts on the game in its totality?
To me, the whole game, it was the Steelers' games to lose because they just controlled the every facet of the game. Starting with, I would say, on the defensive side of the ball, it was constant pressure and hell coming towards Jared Goff all day.
Highsmith balled.
And to get that without one of the best premier pass rushers in the league, with TJ Watt being out with a collapsed lung, for him and others on that D line to step up the way he did, I ain't gonna lie. I looked up and forgot TJ was not even in the game because it looked like he was still in there,
bro.
Every time, and the craziest thing, we seen the clock dwindling. We seen quarter by quarter, like, Detroit, if they get it together, they can still be in this game. And even with the Steelers fucking up, they had a bevy of dumbass penalties on the defensive side of the ball. That D line did not get tired.
No,
it was a pressure every single time. Credit to Jared Goff, he still made some plays, didn't make enough though.
Yeah,
on that Detroit, y'all, that was the first time in a long time I seen y'all couldn't establish the run at all. Not even to the point where they got to the point of the game where they didn't even look to Jameer for a run. You didn't look to Jameer Gibbs to run at all,
bro.
That line, I mean, losing Frank Wagner and some other players, as well as some other people, it took a toll on this whole team. That run game is not the same, and you already never had the greatest defense. So not having both of that is a recipe for you to get your ass ran on, which they did against the Steelers, and that defense just flat out beat your ass.
That's a fact, bro. My initial reaction to the game is Jared Goff threw for 54 times. David Montgomery only had 4 carries. Jameer Gibbs only had 7 carries for the Detroit Lions. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dan Campbell? You are calling the plays, my man. I've been saying it all season long for the Detroit Lions. They have a high-powered offense, and I love Jameer Gibbs. But Jameer Gibbs is a home run hitter. In the thick of things, you want your foxhole partner right there, and that's David Montgomery. The same thing that happened last night is the same thing that's been transpiring over this season. They dropped some of these games because Dan Campbell would not utilize David Montgomery to what he's good at, and that is wearing a defensive line down. Sometimes guys try to outsmart themselves and be like, we got to have our home run hit out there. Not necessarily at that particular moment. You start the game off feeding David Montgomery, you wear that defense down a little bit. Now you can let Jameer Gibbs go out there and be the monster that he is when he's able to break loose. But you got to wear a defense down. It's hard to continuously try to force a guy to the ground like David Montgomery. And that's where they screwed up at. I don't want Jared Goff passing 54 times in any game. He did well, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't a winning formula. So that's what my initial thoughts was, Steve-O. Now let's talk about the way the game ended. the
Funny as fuck.
game, the game ended. Amon-Ra St. Brown caught the ball at the 1, fumbles the ball. Jared Goff picks it up, dives into the end zone, ruled
No, he
a
didn't
touchdown.
fumble. He lateral that bitch.
Oh, okay. So he lateral it back. My man's grabs the fumble, Jared Goff that is, and dives into the end zone. Touchdown. No. Flag on the play. Offensive PI. The referee proceeds to step to the mic and say, the ruling on the field is a touchdown. However, I feel for Detroit Lion fans because, bro, you shouldn't even say the ruling on the field is a touchdown because you knew you was gonna get scolded.
But I knew the button was coming. That's why I was like, hold on, y'all niggas get too happy,
bro. Like what? Like that was just a crazy way to end that game.
That's what that was. That ref was cruel, but that shit made it so funny because I'm like, oh, y'all really go, bro. I don't know if you rewatched it. I have never heard a stadium get so silent so fast,
bro. It was just
that motherfucker like, yeah.
I guess he just doing his job. I can't be mad at him doing his job, bro.
My thing was the whole ordeal was just weird because they took 15 minutes to talk. It was 15 refs in the huddle, and we just said like, bro, the German nigga pushed him. Offensive PI. What fuck are we waiting for? But you gotta look at the lateral. I don't care. It's PI. Game over. Mm-hmm. So the fact it took them that long, I was in there like, I don't know what's wrong.
Nah, they was preparing themselves to get scolded. They was trying to figure out how they was gonna exit the field.
Do you really think we should let this go in our hands? Because we're just putting the game in
you made the right call.
That's
bro.
The right call, bro.
It's the right call.
You can't go up and push the nigga dead in his tracks.
Yeah.
And my thing, you ain't get the tough. You did all that, didn't get the fucking touchdown anyway.
Right? He was short.
Short anyway.
He was short.
On the one.
He was short. So, like, I get it. It's a terrible way to lose a game. But again, we always talk about games. Sometimes they come down to one play, but there is a number of other things that could have been better throughout games to help you secure wins or put yourself in position to win. So we're going to argue the call, but it's unfortunate for the Detroit Lions simply because your window for opportunity has closed. Now you got to go out there, regroup so you can find a way to reopen that window because you had a major opportunity last year and y'all fumbled the bag. Y'all fumbled the bag, Detroit. It's unfortunate. Y'all still got a high power offense. They got to go out there and build that lineup now. They're not completely out of it, Steve-O, but we kind of know it's over because they got to depend on either the Bears or the Packers to drop their last 2 games to give themselves a chance to just be in the hunt. But honestly, it's over. But hey, we move on to the Baltimore Ravens, bro. Sunday night game, bro. Baltimore Ravens lose 28-24 to the New England Patriots in a game to where Derrick Henry didn't touch the ball, Steve-O, at all in the final 2 drives of the game. Wasn't even on the field. And Zay Flowers fumbled. And then you had a number of bonehead things happen, and Lamar Jackson got hurt again. And it goes back to something you said earlier in the season. Lamar Jackson is going to be viewed as an injury-prone player. It's just what is coming down to. He has not looked the same since he came back, and he got hurt again. And unfortunately, the team we talked about earlier with the Pittsburgh Steelers, it seemed like they getting their shit together at the right time. And y'all just fumbling. What was your thoughts on the New England Patriots beating the Baltimore Ravens?
I don't know. I feel like they kind of in a predicament where like they kind of got to look at everything real closely and be like, is this something we want to continue to do? Because I could see them holding on to this group a little too long, and it's going to fuck them up in the long run. I think there's something you should move. Y'all should move damn near half of this team. Move on. This not working. The coach ain't working. Y'all been having the same identity for about 5 years. and you still can't get close to the damn game. And every time you did get close to the game, you go away from your damn identity. So it's like at this point, I'm not confident to bring majority of this team back next year. This O-line need work. I'm still asking for weapons. You just paid the highest paid nigga outside my quarterback, my old ass tight end. I got Zay Flowers, but he ain't a one. It's the defense is holes everywhere, even though they solid. It's more cons than pros when it comes to this organization and this roster. And I'm not going in next year thinking, oh, this is the roster of 2 to 3 years ago. That was probably the window for this particular roster. This roster didn't get it done. It's time to make some big changes, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I absolutely believe that for the Baltimore Ravens, it's time to make big changes, and it starts probably looking at your head coach and Harbaugh. Simply because every single time you're in a gotta have it moment, you go away from what makes you great, and that's running the ball. You went out there, you changed offensive coordinators from Greg Roman to Todd Monken, and he does the same thing. He goes away from the run. You have Derrick Henry right there, and he's cooking. Put him on the field to give yourself an opportunity. And then the same thing keep happening on your watch, John Harbaugh. You get in the playoff game, it's a fumble at the goal line. You get in this game, it's a fumble by Zay Flowers. You get in another game, it's a drop by Mark Andrews. The same stuff keep happening. And to be quite honest with you, I agree with you 100%. The personnel right now is just old, not really good enough. At least that's what they shown us. I like D-Hop. A hell of a catch yesterday on the sideline, snapping. I like Zay Flowers. I think he got some juice, but I think it's time to retool and refocus because, like, going back to the Bears game, even when they were down, they still ran the rock with their running backs. They still ran the rock to set in the game-winning bomb was set up because all game long they kept that 13-man personnel on the field. And now when they think that we gonna run the ball, we gonna play action this mofo. The safety's gonna drop down, and we gonna win the game. What is Todd Monken doing, John Harbaugh? This is under your watch. It's under your watch. So I agree with you, bro. Some major change is gonna have to happen.
It does. I like Coach, but Coach just like I said, the main thing you came to me from what you just said. Same shit keep happening.
Yep.
Literally the same thing.
Same stuff keep happening. You getting close, or you gotta have, or it's a must-win game, and you can't advance. You can't advance.
All y'all execution goes out the window. Y'all start dropping balls. Y'all stop running the ball. Y'all don't execute. Y'all start throwing more than y'all do in it. Yeah. Y'all DNA just fucked up.
Yeah, because when they went up, I think it was they went up. They went up first. They had the lead. Why are we not using Derrick Henry to run this clock out? To run this clock out. Nigga, like, what are we doing? Just a hot mess.
10 years, nigga.
On the real. Like, what? But hey, man, that's just it's unfortunate for him, but those type of decisions is what hurt a lot of coaches and stuff. And if you keep hitting your head on that same roadblock, ultimately something else got to change. But the question is, what candidate is good enough that's out there to come and make some shake? I don't know.
I'm sure they can find somebody.
You can find somebody, but
I think they need somebody like how the Saints got Buddy.
Kellen Moore.
Yeah, they need somebody young, youthful. I wouldn't say super young, but just younger, youthful, and just not stuck in their ways.
Like a creative guy. Yeah, a good creative guy. I don't know if they want to entertain Mike McCarthy. He's a name that's out there. I don't know.
That's kind of one of the things.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm just like, who's out there? Because now we got to talk about Liam Cohen. Duval got Duval humming.
Shit.
Liam Cohen and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And
Sunshine curb stomped the Denver Broncos yesterday, 34-20. And Sunshine was out there balling.
3 TDs.
He was balling. 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 23-36. Steve-O, what was your thoughts on seeing the Jaguars beat the Denver Broncos like that?
They just couldn't fuck. Like that was the first time I seen Denver. Like this a team we just can't fuck with today. It was just that simple. Like yeah, like I mean, some of the thing. Well, of course, not to be petty, but Bo Nix do shit that I always seen him do. There is going to come a time when he just makes a couple throws. You be like, nigga, what you doing? You going outside your body, nigga. You let everybody tell you your ass you Bo Nix, and you think you Bo you know, nigga. You have a good arm. You don't have no fucking impressive arm to be making running out the pockets jump throws for that sidearm interception that you got yesterday. But you're just dumb. Like it is what it is. Like I've always said, even though we know you're gonna throw a lot in the Sean Payton offense, Bo Nix ain't the guy you just want to let go out there and just throw 40 times. Unless you're allowing him to throw quick, intermediate, non-risky pass. That motherfucker's doing risky pass all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had 352. Yeah, he got a touchdown. 28 for 47 ain't good. It's okay. But against a team that against a quarterback that only fucked up 6 times, I mean, maybe 10 times, maybe 12 on the passing, 23 or 30 or 36. More average 7 yards of completion. Just a more efficient offense. You went up against a more efficient offense. They ran the ball as a unit, I will say. Travis Lonas was a threat. Travis Etienne had 50 carries, and then at the end, y'all just couldn't bring him down. At the end of the day, but you let fucking Parker Washington go to hell off.
He went off.
I don't even know who Parker Washington
Bro,
is.
the sideline catch with the inside move up the field was nasty.
But that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, the simplest way to put it, Jacksonville just outplayed them on every spec. Coaching, offense, defense, whooped their ass in every spec.
Bro, that was one of those matchups. I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, the Jags? The Jaguars? You want to know what I like the most about Liam Cohen? He listened. He listened to the outside noise. We be telling people to stay away, but he used it as energy to fuel his team. Remember, Robert Saleh was like, they legally steal signs. After the game, he keep my name out your mouth. Sean Payton before this game was like, they're a small market team. Liam Cohen, after they win, go to the thing. It was like, not bad for a small market team, huh? He talked that talk. That Liam Cohen, you looked at so crazy saying Duval in your introductory press conference. But man, does he have this team ready to go? And the way he's scheming up stuff, Steve-O, it's just ridiculous. And the crazy thing is, you don't need if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, when Travis Hunter come back, you're playing cornerback. You're not gonna play offense. You're gonna play cornerback.
And that's the crazy thing. They doing that shit
galore right now.
I was like, bro, Thomas not even playing great. That's the crazy part.
Bro, Parker Washington yesterday. You just signed Jacoby Myers. You still got Brian Thomas Jr. You solid. Travis Hunter, you playing cornerback, buddy. That's it. That's it. Go be great at a corner and be a corner because you can't play both sides, bro. And y'all tried it. Kudos for them trying, but the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Y'all, it was just clear y'all needed him as either a wide receiver or a corner. Y'all just had to pick.
Yep, and the decision has been made for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You got y'all done get even a tight end, the Britton nigga. He playing well as well. So you got a tight end, Parker. Yeah, you got enough weapons as of now, and you can still go add some in the draft
for sure. Shout out to Duval. I can't even hate, gang. Can't even hate.
Ain't it crazy? Two of the most fucked up stadiums is winning right now.
Right. But Steve-O, before we get up out of here, we heard from Jerry Jones talking about he won't. Bro, tell the people what he said, bro. Jerry Jones
said he don't feel too good about the way the management was in his own organization. He also said that a question about what they're gonna do with Matt Nagy. I can't couch out Eberflus, my fault. Same nigga. It don't matter. He said, well, I can't couch if it's gonna be difficult.
What does that mean? Somebody let me know
I
what that
think it's
means.
so. I think he's trying to say I don't think it's gonna be a difficult decision, nigga. The decision been made for you for weeks.
Yeah, he ain't
Why
the
is he
guy.
still here,
Yeah, he ain't the guy.
nigga? He wasn't.
Y'all ain't watch enough tape when Matt Eberflus is our coach for the Chicago Bears.
I
If
don't know, bro. He got a bro. Thanksgiving told everybody what they need to know about Matt Eberflus. That's a nationally televised game. Y'all was sitting there eating turkey watching that game. Cowboy, y'all wasn't watching that game with this motherfucker. We had Detroit in our hands and he blew it. You ain't watch the Vikings game? You ain't watch the Broncos game?
Mm-mm.
You ain't watch every Green Bay game we played in?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers game.
Mind you, that was week 2. That was week 2. Ain't funny. It's crazy because we beat the fuck out of y'all in week 3. He don't start the year off good still. Jerry Jones. At some point, Chad said it yesterday. Ocho Cinco said it yesterday. I don't know if it's Steven got to tell him, his other son got to tell him, his daughter Charlotte got to tell him, the fucking masseuse got to tell him. I don't know. You the reason. You said it yourself. I make all the decisions in this building. The buck stops with me. Therefore, stop talking in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth person in these fucking convos and interviews talking about the organization. You are the Dallas Cowboys. You are the star. You are the organization. Why? Because you wanted it that way. And that's why y'all ain't fucking winning. Because you wanted everything to be like you. Go back and listen to that interview and watch how many times he said I instead of we. I don't want to hear my fucking owner say I. Well, he's the owner. He's playing the ball. Why you want him to say I? Because I ain't playing on the fucking field. I ain't in the goddamn meetings. Only thing I do is write a check and talk to y'all niggas. Dude, it ain't 1992 no more. It ain't 93. It ain't 94. It ain't 95. Stop with this management shit. Stop. We got to be better as an organization. You got to be better. It's that simple. You, Jerry, well, the fuck your middle name from Arkansas Jones. You the reason.
You said everything I was gonna say, so we gonna end it right there. That is it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of NFL Central, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. Let us know your comments on the wild NFL weekend. It was a great one. We have another one coming up this weekend, starting on Saturday again.
I like it Saturdays.
So y'all already know, man. Stay tuned in, stay locked in, and y'all already know, man. We gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.